Welcome to Mike and Nick's Minigames. Welcome back to episode number 8 of HearthCraft Season 2. Right now, I'm standing in a pretty old world that you guys may or may not recognize from a very long time ago, created by me and my little brother, Pizza Boss 43. Now, the reason I'm in my Minigames world, and just so you guys know, if you guys do end up wanting to play this at all, the links will be down in the description. But because we're in here, there's actually a build that I want to replicate in my HearthCraft survival world. And no, it's not this amazing city that my little brother, Pizza Boss 43 designed. And no, it's not this snowy biome of a crazy courtyard that I built a while ago, and it most definitely is not any of these parkour courses that I designed, although to be fair, I mean these were designed for parkour and not really, prettiness. But instead we're going to be designing this monstrous of a Colosseum build thing. We're gonna be designing this today, and you guys might be wondering, yo Mikester, why are you designing this when it's clearly already got a design? Well, the exterior was never created. If you guys are brand new and have no idea who Mikester23 is, that's me. Welcome. Glad you guys are here, and I hope you guys do enjoy. But if you do, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe because it really does help me out. Now, a lot of you guys don't actually know this, but in HearthCraft Season 2, we have decided, me and the other HearthCraft members, that we want to do Olympics. And this is still something that is, being worked on. People are still setting up right here. You can see we have an ice boat raceway starting to be set up. We've got a game of chess being set up as well. I think this is what this is. I could be totally wrong. We even have a sand pit ball court where we're going to play dodgeball, and there's so many things we're going to be doing. If we keep flying around this island, you might notice, I've built nothing over here. Literally, I've built nothing. Zero, nothing. Sad feeling. So we're gonna fix that today, though. That's why I'm designing the Colosseum, because it's a part of what I'm gonna be doing today. And I'm scared about it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm really scared to build that thing in this world. It's gonna take so much effort to do. But at the same time, I've got big plans for it. I'm gonna convert it a little bit. You guys will see the conversions as I go along. I'm gonna go into a creative test world and kind of design it on camera, one block at a time. Not one block at a time, because that would take forever. But look at this. What is this? Olympic Tower. We've even got an Olympic Tower. This is so cool. Hey, Black Panda. It's time we contribute to the HearthCraft Olympics, though, and this is going to be such a good contribution, I think. The very first thing I want to start off with doing is, I've actually done some very minor tweaks, which is just kind of cleaning up on the outside and everything, adding in some grass blocks, making everything symmetrical. The very first thing I want to do is texture up these walls, because right now, they're purely end stone bricks, and I want to change that. Just so you know, too, by the way, I got permission from Pizza Boss 43, my little brother, and I absolutely love his design. That's why I love it so much. I'm going to be tweaking it and just adding a few extra details. Not because it looks bad, because it looks amazing. I'm going to be using this as an entire template, but just because, I want to add some more detail to it, just a little bit more. All right, but the very first thing I want to do is I'm going to be using the mod World Edit if you guys have never seen it before, and I'm basically just going to start adding in a tiny bit of texture along the walls. You can see right here, all I'm simply doing, and I'll zoom in on it so you can see, I'm just adding in bits and pieces of end stone. This just adds a little bit of texture. So I'm going to go around the whole place, just doing it in like spurts every once in a while, just a few spurts here and there. I'm going to be going around and then just painting some texture onto this thing, so that's not just purely end stone brick. And another material I will also be adding is going to probably be sandstone. I'm not 100% sure if I like the sandstone or not yet, but it might add a bit more detail that we actually need. Okay, but now we've added all this stuff, and I gotta say, the sandstone, it adds a little bit of a different kind of color. I would say this has an almost yellowish hue, while this has slightly whiter of a hue, the sandstone itself, but just adding sandstone instead of smooth sandstone, I kind of like it. Now what I really want to do, though, is just start adding minor details on the inside to start making this thing come to life, like something like this. Where for these spruce pillars, we could do something as simple as adding in these dark oak signs, but already you can see that it just adds so much more detail. Maybe another thing I could do, since this is an arena and these are the stands right here, I kind of want to have more seats going around the whole thing, so I'll expand this real quick. And I can't say I'm too happy with the way I designed this. Let me change this up real quick. But there we go. You see that looks a little bit better, which now that I'm looking at it, I really like that addition. I might have to do that on the top as well. I probably will have to do that on the top as well, won't I? But another thing I was thinking I could add, because this build, it has these nice pillars and I love the pillars, but I feel like there's not quite enough to support this monumental structure on top. But the extra pillars do look nice. I like them. And now I'm going to experiment with the fences a tiny bit more and just keep tweaking. Okay, but man, I've added a few details. I went a little crazy. And I think that actually just adds a tiny bit more dimension, but I'm liking it. I'm going to duplicate this on all 4 sides, or all 3 other sides, and well, just see if we like it or not. Yeah, but it looks good. It adds a lot of dimension. It looks good. Sitting on the inside actually looks really cool too. Just look at it from down here. I added some more details on the top, and you guys can just see what we've added. added, but I think it's looking pretty okay. Did the stairs. Gonna duplicate that and keep going at this. I might just go ahead and get this finished. And one thing, I'm so proud of myself. I'm even mod-proofing this. Look, I'm even mod-proofing it as I go along. We won't even mention the interior though. Oh gosh. But I will need to kill a lot of spiders in order to get this build done. Thank you for your string. Now I do have the interior pretty much finished though. I added a few more details. I added a lot more windows because Colosseums, they have lots of windows. I've gone ahead, I've even added some functionality, so now that when we climb up this ladder right here, we can climb all the way to the top, open this trap door, and right here you can see there's actually an entrance to the top layer, so you can go ahead and sit down in these rows up above. Eventually, I'll actually add entrances to these over here too, so you can get up to these top rows, but we even also added, I didn't want to do interior design for this, so we got some cages on all 4 sides. But yeah, interior's looking pretty good. I'm not even going to start on doing the actual part right here. I still got a lot more I want to do with this part right here, but in order for me to start building all of that, I kind of need to explain what my HearthCraft Olympics game is actually gonna be. And just as a side note, I'll probably do like a little bit of an update clip in just a second on this exterior of the Colosseum. I'll probably just work on that by myself. I mean, I would hope that this build would be, you know, me building by myself. It is, after all, you know, a single player world. That's really odd. For my HearthCraft Olympics game, what I'm going to be using is this block right here, Drip Leaf. It looks beautiful. For those of you who don't know, Drip Leaf is actually a block that has been added in the 1.17 update. You can see right here, it drops a ton when you break it. But the thing that's special about these Drip Leafs is that if you stand on it for too long, you'll actually fall through it and it will break down on you. Another thing that's pretty special about it though is if you hit it with a snowball, it will break it instantly. So right there you can see it falls down instantly. And so my idea for the bottom of this, the decoration and everything, is actually going to be to turn this into a bit of an oasis with tons upon tons of drip leaves all around. There'll be moss blocks and overgrowth and stuff like that. And I think I'm actually gonna, I'm not gonna design that right here just yet. Instead, I'm gonna do that kind of on camera as I go along. But my idea for the game is basically that there will be 2 people, right? As soon as this bell rings right here, the bell to start and everything, basically what's going to happen is 2 players will be dropped into this drip leaf arena. There will be tons upon tons of drip leaves that they can parkour around and jump on. First person to fall through and touch the ground loses. But I thought it would be cool to have sort of an audience. So I'm not totally sure on how this idea would work yet, but maybe the audience could have some snowballs and they could try to mess up the players by throwing tons of snowballs, and maybe they have a limited amount of throws per thing or something like that. Maybe I could even charge diamonds for 16 snowballs a player. But basically, I don't know about that idea yet. It's basically just going to be drip leaf spleef. One of the first things, one of the first times I've ever seen this idea done. I mean, who doesn't like throwing snowballs? Snowballs are fun. But I do think that before I do that, I should probably get to work on the exterior of this thing. And I'm starting to think that this thing is going to be one massive heck of a build. Yeah, let's fast forward to getting this exterior done. But bam! Wow, here's this build done, and it's looking pretty darn good. Pretty similar to the inside, not gonna lie. But we've got an exterior now with even a little bit of an underhang over here, an overhang where you can actually walk under, and maybe I'll turn this into like a shopping thing someday. Place where I can just put some nice shops. Yeah, that took a lot more work than I cared to admit, but now I'm gonna have to build this actually in survival, and that's gonna take even longer than I care to admit. I will say one thing that I absolutely love, I created these entrances right here, which are looking pretty fantastic. But I finally got to actually use the empty space in these things for the staircase. So those actually came into use. One thing I am really curious about with this whole thing though is I'm really curious to see how long it would take to run across the whole thing. Here we go. Ready? Timer set, go. And we'll see what time we get. It's already taking a while, but I'm sprinting, full jump and everything. And this is actually a lot bigger than I thought it was right here. And here's time. And though I don't know the time I actually got right now, I will slap that on while I'm video editing. I mean, was it a good time? I hope I got a good time. But maybe running isn't the best time comparison to show you guys how big this truly is. Yeah, instead I think boating. Who doesn't do ice boating? All right, here we go. Here's the time. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! And we're going fast. I just got to stay on the truck. Oh gosh, okay. See, now that was a much more impressive time, but who really does boating, right? We need a pretty accurate, just so you guys can tell how big this thing is. Okay, but here it is, the ultimate test right there. We just got to get on. Nice. So time comparison. We start the time as soon as the pig heads towards that way. Pig, you're not going the right way at all. At least it's enjoyable to fly around on the pig bat thingy, yes. Anyways though, I still need to do a lot of construction and the arena's not even finished yet, so I think it's probably a good idea to actually go. We're gonna go to the Olympics district. What the heck is this? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, and there's mushrooms too. There's brown mushrooms. Oh gosh, what's oh no, my beautiful weird weird statue thing. There's mushrooms everywhere, guys. Oh, they're everywhere. Oh, the pranks. Me and Carter deserve this, but I didn't expect it to happen so soon. What the heck? There's stuff everywhere. Ignore my falling off because I just noticed also my sheep. Even my sheep have been bamboozled. Oh no! I have to clean this up before I can show you guys where I began clearing out a spot because this is a lot. Okay, I will say though, I mean this is pretty satisfying right here, taking these things down. This is not bad at all. Look at this. Yes. And now it's back to normal. That actually took a little bit longer than I thought, but while I was clearing out these bamboo, I did lose a few sheep. I'll have to get those. And I also noticed something else. This shulker box from Copper Raven. It's the 20 diamonds, and that's actually for a beacon that I got her. So that's cool. But then I wonder now, because this got me thinking, like, my shops, have they actually been doing good, or is it going to be another failed collection? Well, Shulker Box Mountain looks a lot smaller. Oh man, I don't want to have to restock this again, but it might be worth it. Wow, it's time just to collect these. Oh my gosh. I wonder if my shop's now as profitable as Newt's bookshop in the beginning. And we've actually made some over here too. Oh my gosh, I've got diamonds again. This really makes up for losing my pumpkin event. You know, and just for fun, I might as well check this one. Yes, okay. Okay, wow, we're getting quite the amount of profits. Six diamonds, not bad. We got to split it with stem, but yeah. Anyways, with all that kind of interruption out of the way, let's go to the Olympics district and begin to do stuff. Okay, but last thing before we actually move on, I was going to go and jump into the HearthCraft Olympics, but I thought of something. These 6 diamonds are stem misters, and I don't have a way to deliver it, so I've been thinking about doing this for a while. I'm just going to set up mailboxes around the HearthCraft nether tunnels, because I think that'd be really helpful. So along each one, I've collected all the corresponding dyes, which I'll put right there, and then I've got the glow ink to do that. And now Pigcart's mail is officially set up. I'm just going to put that right in there. You've got mail, and I'm going to set this up everywhere so that we can just, whenever we have to give, he just vanished. Whenever we have to give other players mail and stuff, we all create a Discord channel that just says you've got mail, where you can ping the other players if they've got mail, and then they can go to their mailbox and get it. Yeah, this is Big Brain Mike. This is just something that's going to be helpful in the long run. Yep, well that took a minute. Also that I could do this right here and just give Stem his profits of diamonds. That's good. Finally, on to the HearthCraft Olympics. Here we are in the HearthCraft Olympics, and can you guess which spot is mine in the HearthCraft Olympics for my arena? It definitely doesn't take up this much space, does it? It does. It 100% does. Yep, but if you look right here, according to the blue line, which I hope you guys can see, this is how much space. It's gonna be so big. I didn't realize how big this was until I started clearing out the space for this thing. And I can't even terraform just yet, because I want to place down the very first ring around this whole thing just to see where the arena actually stands. Since it's circular, it's not going to take up this whole space, but you can see over here I did mark it all out just in case. But yeah, there's going to be a little bit of terraforming that I have to do. Not too much. I mean, I might just take down that entire mountain right there, just mine that down. Maybe it might be too big to do that, I'm not sure. But I will have to do some terraforming over here for sure. And then we got the problem of the fact that I actually had to expand over water, so I will also have to terraform there. So I think what I'm going to do as of right now though is just get the very first layer done, or maybe the first 2 layers, which I'm just realizing now that because all these blocks are in the wrong spot, I'm first gonna have to actually chop down every single one of these red blocks and then start building from there. I'll get the first couple layers down. Yeah, just to see how they sit in and everything. And you can see right here, it's gonna take up so much space. But on the bright side, it fits in perfectly. This is gonna look so cool. I mean, just look at how epic it will look. It's gonna fit in pretty nicely. Yeah, we'll definitely have to do some terraforming though. It's gonna fit in pretty darn amazingly in this place. Ooh, found out Stem's also doing an arena too. Anyways, okay, I just need to get at least the first 2 layers done. So let's start doing some digging, getting all these red blocks to be gone so we can see what we're supposed to actually place, and let's do it. Oh, and I almost forgot. I know I said I was gonna, do the first 2 layers and then terraforming. I did clear some stuff out right over here, but over here I wanted to show materials. So these are just kind of spare materials right here. I'm trying to get it organized. That's all the sandstone I'll need, all the sand. These are all the wood types that I'm gonna need. Every single one of those blocks, every single one of these end stone blocks, and then that's just an empty chest because I need to get more stuff. It's not much more stuff that I have to get, as you guys can see by this list. If you want to, you know, slow down and see what I need, you can totally do that. But I cleared out this bit of space right here, and now I just need to get those last few spare materials, and then I can finally start building up the first couple layers. Then I can terraform, and I could just really start getting this build going. So I guess material collection time. Yes, let's do it. So the building has begun, and can I just say, oh my gosh, I thought Stem had been lying when he said that those first 2 layers took him 2 hours. These first 2 layers took me probably a little bit longer than that, but I've got it done, and it's found. And, you know, no one's gonna build in this space anymore because I think it might just be claim. But the whole reason we even got the first 2 layers was just to see what I have to do in terraforming aspect, which I think now that I actually see this right here, I'm gonna take down this entire mountain real quickly. It shouldn't take too very long, and then I'm gonna terrain this, and I might actually chop down this one house over here. Rest in peace, villagers' homes. That, oh, then again, villagers don't even live here anymore. But that's just because I need, the entrance is down there, and I'm not moving this thing. This thing is staying where it is, so the land's gonna move. You guys heard me right? Okay, no, this thing's not gonna move. I'm not gonna move where I build my stadium. The land, you're gonna move. I'm gonna move a mountain. I guess the best way to go about it is 1 block at a time. Chopping down, I'm gonna be doing a lot of this, and probably building a beacon too, because this is, having not haste is not fun. But yeah, let's go ahead. I've got, oh man, I wish I could time lapse this. I'm gonna take down these mountains and landscape a little. Beacon's been built. Entire mountain has been removed and also terraformed over here, as you guys can see. Ooh, I don't know who added in stairs as well, but look at that. We even got some stairs going down. I hope they didn't use my dark oak stairs because I don't have a lot of those. And more layers have definitely been added to this, along with all these logs being put up. I've been working like crazy, but this is all coming together. I said that's so weird too. This is definitely all coming together, and I just got to keep going up layer by layer by layer. I'll just build it, and when I come back, I see Newt over there. He's lurking in the background, but when I build this, I'll show you guys the end result, I guess. I would hope I would show you the end result. Although, you know, sometimes I am a little crazy and sometimes I don't. So maybe I should have clarified that. Anyways, it is finished, and all these chests were filled along with these shulker boxes right here. And I gotta say, we went from this to this. Yeah, we used all the resources, which is good. And here is the final result, but I am realizing that this video is getting kind of long, and we still got plenty to do. So I'm just gonna show it. You guys already know what it looks like. This is it, just all built up in the actual world. But there are some things I want to change a little bit about it. Some features I want to add to make it a little bit more, I guess you could say, useful and a little bit more friendly, easy to use. Starting off with, one of the things I want to do is I want to actually, not right here, but yep, right here, we can go ahead and break these blocks right here. I want to connect each and every single one of these underneaths, because I'm going to turn these into shops over here, and I want to be able to connect the underneaths of this so that I can just walk straight on through. With that being said though, just sort of on the side note, is this right over here, this corner, I'm probably going to go ahead, this just kind of reminded me of this because, you know, I'm connecting these guys right now, but I'll probably just go ahead and I'll probably just drop these walls right here, nothing too special. Maybe drop the beams as well, stone brick, or the end stone bricks just down to the bottom, but that's something I also have to do. And I'm going to build up a little bit of a dock that goes just like around this way so that you can actually walk to the other shops on this side of the build. Just something I thought I should mention. As of right now, there is sort of one flaw. The players that will be eventually playing in this arena don't have a way out, so I need to make a way out, and I'm not 100% sure on how I want to do that yet. Yep, but I think the best way to actually do this is the northern gate right here. I'll just go ahead and open this up, and let's see. That's perfect. Yep, that's perfect. We'll go ahead and we'll open up doors on the east and west sides of this, so that way we can have just one door where the players can actually get out if you're down here without an elytra. I mean, that was honestly the best way I could think of. Anyways, though, I'm actually going to fast forward to a lot of progress. I said I was going to do a lot of building on camera and stuff, but again, this video's turned out a little bit longer than I thought it would. So basically, my idea for this kind of spleef drip leaf game is to go ahead and I'm going to convert this middle part into a bit of an oasis. I'm going to add little water springs and stuff like that all around, and I'm going to have drip leaves everywhere so that, you know, when the players start, when they count to 3, they go and they get started, they'll jump onto the drip leaves and start competing. That's the whole tournament, the whole arena. But there are still other details I also want to add to this arena, one of which is adding armor stands to the actual audiences and having mob heads on there so that we can have a bit of an audience surrounding this whole thing, making it feel a little bit more lifelike. And then there's this whole shopping thing to deal with, which secretly off camera, me and Stemister this past week, another Minecraft YouTuber, go check him out. I mean, if you guys don't already already know who he is. But basically, we've been actually brainstorming on what to sell. We're kind of like, I guess we're like kind of like shop owner, co-owners this season. But we've been figuring out shops that we're going to build all around. So once again, I'm going to fast forward quite a bit into the future, and I'm just going to go ahead and come back. I'll have a lot of this stuff done, do a little bit of a sort of toursy thing. I'll get this all looking all nice and pretty, and audience and all that fun stuff, and then we'll come back. I'll show you guys what we're selling and everything too. It's time to just keep going with this thing. It's time to get this thing 100% finished. Wow, oh my gosh, but that was a lot of work. A lot of work has been put into this, and I'm super proud of the end result, which I'll show you guys in all the different things I've done. This was the most massive project I've ever done, and that's why I wasn't able to release last week. But let's go ahead and begin to kind of showcase what I've done to finish off this arena. Starting off with actually the side of it right here. You can see I said earlier on in the video, I think, that I wanted to extend it down, so I didn't put too much detail, but I did want to extend it so that it made it look like the arena was flush with the land. It fit in with the environment, and I think I did a pretty good job of that. You know, just some little details, some little indents where the walls are on with the end stone bricks, and then we also made a little dock. Not too happy with that, but I went back and forth so many times on it, and I just kind of ended up with that. But let's see from flying in. I mean, yeah, it definitely looks like it actually fits and it actually works. So I'm pretty darn proud of that. The dock, again, like over here, is just another way to actually get onto this entrance and be able to go up. I'm not going to show the inside yet because that's the biggest part that I've done. But I've also started creating the shops, because I did say that we were going to have shops, me and Stemister, and we don't actually have a lot of this in stock yet. This is going to be all the different glaze, or all the different types of color terracotta, which I think I did all right. I just sort of did a gradient from, I think, what's the first color? From white all the way over to pink, I believe is what it is, yeah. And so eventually we'll fill this all up. We're working right now on streams. If you guys want to watch some streams, by the way, follow me on Twitch, but we're working on that, working on getting all the dyes collected. And then another addition, I also added this sort of detail right here, little hallways that actually connect each of the 4 different parts. So I think that was pretty darn, I'm pretty happy with that. I like being able to, you know, just walk around and be able to ease of access. And speaking of ease of access, we also have this now. So in these cages right here inside, I've opened up each of these cages so that we actually have doors on how to get out. This will help out when doing the event that we're going to be doing, which I'll eventually show that. Over here, this is just kind of like the dye farm. I honestly had no idea what to put in here, but that's what comments are great for. You guys are geniuses, such creative minds. I love my audience because my audience always has the best ideas. What can I do for the dye shop? Right now, I just have every single color of the shulker box, which will eventually, again, fill up with all the dyes. We're still working on that. I think we just need green dyes, and after that, we'll be able to get lime and cyan. And so after that, we'll be pretty darn set. So Cactus Farm, Omega Cactus Farm, me and Stem have to make. But what do I do? What do I do to decorate this place? If we walk through this tunnel again, though, nice little design, still happy with that. Over here is, we have some masons now, because originally I was helping Cranio actually get a lot of quartz, and because of that, I needed a lot of masons. So these shops we actually do have stocked up. Quartz pillars, we're selling quartz blocks, polished diorite, polished andesite, polished granite, along with bricks, and then these are, what are these called? Chiseled stone bricks, and even the dripstones. Yeah, so we're going to be selling each of these. I don't know what we're going to do for the pricing just yet. I'm going to talk to Stemister about that, but because of that, we actually did upgrade my emerald shop. And what I mean by upgrade is I actually infected and de-infected. This is all off camera that I did, but I did that with the zombies so many times, probably at least 15 times each for each of the zombies. Got the trades down to like 1 carrot per emerald, one potato per emerald. So, or emerald, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. So that was good. And then the last one we got, and again, we're still working on this. We still haven't made the sheep farm just yet, but it's going to be a wool farm. So, you know, got all the wools, different carpets. I even hid some sea lanterns underneath some of these, although, there it is. There's one of the sea lanterns for extra lighting and stuff. And I think it all turned out pretty okay. The 4 shops definitely turned out all right. So yeah, that's all the shops, all the hallways that I wanted to do. But now for the main part, the actual game itself. Right here, you can see it's kind of insane. I'm not gonna lie, even including the audience too. But it's the drip leaf event right here. You can see I put some beams going across with the vines. I figured this was the best way to actually get players onto the drip leaves in the start. And basically the way the game works, I already explained it, but you'll drop down and you'll just run around. We're gonna test this out in just a second. But I tried to make it like a little bit of an oasis. I put a lot of oak leaves everywhere, lots of moss carpets. I actually got this whole thing completely lit up, which is amazing. I think it's looking pretty darn good, though. Dark oak fence going across. I heard Newt flying by. That's why I'm distracted a little bit. But yeah, the way that you get to actually access that is by climbing up these ladders. And the reason these ladders are super important, it takes a little bit of time to get up, but the reason they're important is because with this game, you can't have an elytra just in case you were to accidentally, like, say, fly or something. You don't want that to happen. So instead, you have your elytra off, you'll walk over here, and then there should be vines right about here. And you know, we might as well go test it out. We might as well go ahead and test this out because I want to test it out. And because I haven't. I do have my elytra on right now, so technically that would be allowed. But you just got to kind of run and jump around. Oh my gosh, my phone's going off too. This is so distracting. You just kind of got to go around and run and run and run and not fall. And you have the players in the audience. I think what I want to do is, I think I do want to do, oh! I do want to do snowballs with that. That's too chaotic to do while talking. It's so much fun though. It's a lot of fun. And you see, that's why these things are actually important now too, because you can walk out the gates and then you can just walk around over here, come up the audience and get ready for the next round. So this will be sort of like a tournament thing, and I'm really excited. I think it turned out pretty good. The Oasis looks pretty nice. I got the audience in place too, so I sort of side mentioned that. Look, I didn't use armor stands because armor stands are entities and I didn't want to cause a bunch of server lags. Instead, I just used wool blocks with heads. Let me know if you guys think the audience should be a bit more. I didn't actually put an audience at the top too, just because you won't actually be able to see them from down here, and I might do that. Let me know if you guys think I should put more mob heads, more of an audience, because it's sort of a small audience. Which one of these guys are you guys? Which one of you viewers are one of these mobs? But yeah, comment down below, help, suggestions, ideas, what you guys think of the snowball idea, what you guys think about the way you get onto the drip leaves, and most importantly, what to do with the dye shop, because I still have no idea what to do with the dye shop. Yeah, I'm proud of this. It took a long time. It took a long time, but I'm proud of it. It turned out good. I'm happy. This is the biggest project I've ever done in Minecraft and survival Minecraft, and I think it turned out good. Loads and loads of work went into this. This is why I was a little bit late, but ultimately I think this thing turned out great. I am so happy with it, and I hope you guys are happy with it too. HearthCraft Olympics, it's not going to be happening too soon, just because we need to get everyone still needs to build up their own games and stuff, but we'll get there eventually. I'm just a madman and wanted to do this all in one episode for some reason. You know we're gonna do that, right? We're about to test this out again. We're about to do the drip leaf while doing an outro. Oh, that's scary right there, doing an outro while doing parkour. I hope you guys did, and we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. Ooh, and now I can actually take off my elytra, do it legitimately. I hope you guys did enjoy my video. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I put a lot of effort into this, and I think you guys can see. That's evident, but it was a fun one to do. This was definitely a passion project. Kudos to Pizza Boss 43 for the original design, because the original design of this was just so amazing. I absolutely love the design, and tweaking it was so much fun. It was just kind of like doing a little bit of a tiny bit of a remodel. But I hope you guys did enjoy. I'll see you guys in the next video. This is so stressful. I'll see you guys in the next video, whatever that may be, but enjoy life, enjoy Minecraft, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And as I fail right there, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Ciao!